right. Well, preparation week continues. Very big week for us for obvious reasons. Want to congratulate Doug Schlereth on his award from the Big Ten, Leadership Award. Awesome honor for him and our program. And then also with Kalen being the semifinalist. So for the Broyles Award. So really happy for him and congratulations to the work he's done in our offensive staff. So week of work continues and just trying to get better every day. Questions?
So obviously Stevie and Matt, have they been able to practice at all?
Just working through it. So we don't know yet. Rehabbing, working through the process of trying to get them ready.
I know every season's different. It's your third bucket game as a head coach. What did you learn in the first couple that you think can maybe help this time?
Well, I mean, I think every time you have a chance to go through something, it helps. I think a lot of times there's so much that goes into it, and you put so much into this game, and it means so much for a lot of reasons. And the last 2 years has been for a bowl game, so that was added, pressure as well as just importance, of the game. So I think, but just you gotta get your guys to understand the rivalry, especially you get guys from out of state that weren't born and raised here and around it as much. So you want to do a great job. I think educating those guys. I think it's one thing we really try to do with our young guys, and then just being able to be very process-driven in what we do. So it's just still, as we always say, it's the biggest game of the season because it's the next game, and just to get our guys to prepare at a high level. But it's just the same way you prepare every single week that you go out to play. So I think you got to temper those emotions a little bit, and in regards to that. And at the end of the day, you just got to go out and compete and execute and play at the highest level. And I think for us, too, is the last couple of years we kind of felt like that we were kind of tired going into the game, and it was a long stretch both of those years, and a lot of, so we're just trying to modify things for that purpose to make sure we're fresh with our legs and our minds, for the game. So I think those things you kind of learn through, the late season opportunities like this, that you want to be at your best. And I have not felt like we've played our best football in this game the last couple of years. So that to me has been, we're trying to address that and have both a schedule and a plan that allows us to do so.
How helpful is it that you have seniors on this team that's won multiple buckets
Yeah.
and know the pain of losing it and know what it means to the program? How much does that help just teach other guys?
I think so. You have that perspective, when you go through and you've been through and you've seen both sides of it, you feel what it feels like to win it, and you have the experience of the pain of losing it, So I think that gives you a great sense of urgency from those guys that you really like and want from your team. So, yeah, I think those guys can play a huge role, and I've challenged them to do so, and that's got to continue this week.
I know you and the staff had kind of challenged the secondary earlier this week. How do you see if they've responded so far
Yeah,
in practice?
they've been good, just they're locked in. I just think that they got to respond by how they play, but it's before that is how they prepare, and so just we even stayed after today's practice just to continue to do extra things with that group of guys, just to continue to challenge them and motivate them and lead them and get them to where they own this, So, but yeah, there's no question they got something to prove this week.
With some of the younger guys, there are a couple that still are under the 4-game rule.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you try to plot out opportunities to use some of those guys?
You do, and I think that's part of it. I think that we've kind of got guys in a spot now where we know we can play them, in this game and in the bowl game, which is huge for their preparation. I think a guy like, to me, the C.J. Person's one that we really tried to maximize here at the end and get him a lot more reps, and Gary Cooper's another one. I think you see him really doing some good things and being able to play more and be in these last couple games and maximize it. Still redshirt him, but at the same time, get him great experience, and also just think he's ready to play more, both those guys. And so there's others as well, and Bo Robbins, another one we've gotten a lot of good reps with the 1s and 2s, and he's been on the scout team most of the time before, and the last couple weeks here we brought him up and get him ready to play and compete and get some guys on special teams as well. So just a few that come to mind. But Deshaun Brown's one. I know hasn't played yet, but I think he's a guy. Well, he's got a special talent, So he's never really played the position at receiver, and I think he's going to be a guy that's got a chance to be really special.
Do you do anything for Thanksgiving for the guys that can't go home for their families?
Yeah, we
a
couple things. First of all, we're going to practice in the morning, which is different than we've done in the past. But and then we're going to have them either in the coach's home, a teammate's home. Okay, I want them in somebody's home, And so we made sure we've been working on this last couple of weeks. So everybody's going to be in either their parents are going to come with them here and have time with them. If they can't do that, then they'll be in the coach's home. And if another teammate can't have them, and so we just want to make sure that everybody's in somebody's home for a Thanksgiving meal. That's what we do.